Welcome to this wonder journey of the valley of the Rhine River from Wiesbaden to Koblenz. The Rhine River is one of the main rivers of Europe. It starts in Switzerland, then flows into Germany and finally reaches the sea in the river delta of the Netherlands. There is a special part of the Rhine called the Middle Rhine. This is an area between two cities. The city of Wiesbaden and the city of Koblenz. It is also called the Rhine Gorge and the Rhine Valley. The Rhine Valley is a Unesco site of about 65 kilometers. It has the highest concentration of castles in the world. This is the Romantic Rhine in beautiful Germany. Wiesbaden is one of the oldest thermal spa towns in Europe. The Romans discovered the 26 natural hot springs over 2,000 years ago. And this German city has been a wellness destination ever since. The Kochbrunnen in Wiesbaden is the most famous hot spring in the city. It is a sodium chloride hot spring. Its name refers to the water temperature. This is about 65 degrees Celsius. The city is a major producer of Sekt, a German sparkling wine. This wine region is called Rheingau. And on this trip, we explored the Rheingau and the neighboring Mittelrhine region. The main part of the city of Wiesbaden is about 5 kilometers away from the river, but Wiesbaden stretches all the way down to the Rhine, to where Palace Bibich looks over the water and the boats. This is where we started our road trip, a wonder journey along the River Rhine. There is no area in the world with so many castles per square kilometer as the Rhine Valley. There are well over 40 castles. When you drive along the Rhine, you can see the next castle around every twist and turn the river makes. The area is rich in history. The first settlements here were by Celtic tribes. And later, the Romans came, leaving their mark. The Rhine was pretty much the northern border for the Romans. They have tried to conquer the lands beyond the river, but weren't able to hold them for long. All these influences from throughout the ages, they still echo today. And most noticeable is that quintessential German feel. The half-timbered little towns, fairy tale locations, castles on hills, churches and monasteries, and of course, lots of vineyards and wineries and restaurants. first stop is the exquisite town of Eltville. This is one of the oldest wine towns along the River Rhine. It is most famous for the castle with the rose garden around it. And roses can be found all over town. Some of the most prestigious vineyards are in the area in and around Eltville. And Eltville holds an annual wine festival called the Eltville Rhine Wine Fest. This festival is every year in August. Visiting Eltville is like stepping into a whole other world. It is a small village with not that many tourists. This means we could just walk around the alleys and streets and feel like being transported back in time. The next one on our tour is much more of a tourist place. Rüdesheim. Rüdesheim is a gem. A true celebration of food, wine, lots of terraces and restaurants. A wide variety of visitors from all over the world come here. And they may all speak different languages, but they all come for the very same thing: the excellent wine and ambiance. The shops in Rüdesheim cater to the international audiences. And if you buy wine or accessories here, they will just send it to your home, so you don't have to travel with it during your holiday. Perhaps the most famous street in Rüdesheim is the Drosselgasse, a narrow alley of about 140 meters long. It is lined with taverns and wine bars, outdoor seating, live music, and excellent wine shops. It is busy with tourists, and it has some amazing architecture. Wood carvings adorning the facades of the already beautiful half-timbered houses. This is where medieval charm meets modern-day comfort. For the next part of our journey, we needed to cross the river. We could travel back to Wiesbaden and take the bridge to the other side. But we thought it would be more fun to take the ferry at Österreich-Winkel. We are now on the south side of the river, in the town Bingen, traveling towards our final destination, the city of Koblenz. In the middle of the Rhine is a small island with a tower called the Mouse Tower. This is one of the most famous views of the Rhine. It is not easy to get to by foot. You would have to walk a bit, and still then it is hidden behind trees and bushes. Luckily, we had the drones to take us there. Legend says that a cruel and greedy archbishop was hoarding grain in the tower. And there was a famine plaguing the lands. Then a swarm of mice suddenly appeared and invaded the tower to punish the greedy man. About a kilometre or 5 further along the Rhine is Rheinstein Castle. One of the many castles you will see in this area. Some castles have been turned into ruins, but others are hotels or museums now. You can visit Rheinstein Castle, but we had too little time to do so. We chose to visit a castle near the city of Koblenz. Rheinstein Castle has been restored. There is now a restaurant and you can rent holiday apartments in the tower. Next up is perhaps the most famous town in this region, Bacharach. It is very picturesque and it has become Instagram famous. Many of the houses here have been built before the 16th century. And we guess that they knew what this area was all about, because the town is named after the god of wine, Bacchus. If you do not have much time when you visit the Rhine, but you want to fully enjoy your typical German Rhine town, then this would be the one. The Oberstrasse is where you will find the beautiful half-timbered houses and St. Peter's Church. We spent most of our time here. Walking up the hill behind the church, you will get to Lernenkapelle, the half-built ruined church. The views from here over the river and the town are wonderful. Of course, we wanted to see the other Instagram spots too. It took us a little while to find, because we did not know exactly where it was. But we found it. And it's on Burg Weg. On your way out of town, away from the river. Along the way, we came by Pfalzgrafenstein, a very unique-looking castle in the middle of the Rhine. This used to be a toll castle, charging the boats passing. A chain was drawn across the river to stop the boats and charge the toll. This little castle has never been conquered and never been destroyed. We journey further north, past the wonderful views of vineyards and mountains, the river glistening, castle ruins grating, towards the tall rock called Loreley and the charming town of Goar. The Loreley rock gets its name from a German legend. The legend tells the tale of a captivating woman named Loreley. She used her enchanting voice to lure sailors to their doom on the treacherous rocks. Sailors, mesmerized by her beauty and song, would crash their boats. Today, Loreley gives her name to the famous Rhine River cruise. The cruise goes from town to town, from Boppard to Goar. Goar is where the Rhine is relatively narrow. There aren't many bridges over the river. There was a bridge all the way back in Wiesbaden. So the towns along the Rhine have a ferry to take you across to the other side. We took the opportunity to have a moment to rest, to view the boats floating by and have a glass of wine. We have 2 more stops on our road trip before reaching the city of Koblenz. And the next stop is Boppard. Boppard was once a Roman fort. The foundations of the Roman fort and parts of the wall can still be found. And Boppard is known for the bend in the river, offering stunning views of the landscape. Just a short drive away is the fairy tale castle Stolzenfels. The ruined castle from the 1300s has been rebuilt in the 19th century. It was a castle of the Hohenzollern family, a summer retreat they only stayed in a couple of times. If I remember correctly, the tour guide said that the family stayed here less than 10 times. Their main residence was the Hohenzollern Castle in the south of Germany. In 1845, Queen Victoria of England stayed here once. You can take a walk from the town below up to the castle. The park already adds to the fairy tale feel of the golden castle above. This is a very well-maintained castle, and you can visit the beautiful halls and rooms within and walk the stunning gardens around the structures of the entire complex. From the castle, you can look north and see the city of Koblenz, the last stop on our road trip along the Rhine. Koblenz. This is where two important rivers meet: the Moselle River and the River Rhine. You can take a similar river road trip to follow the Moselle too. And we have done that, from Koblenz, past Kochem, Pfalzgrafenstein, Brenn, Castle, to the ancient city of Trier. But that is another video. The charming city of Koblenz dates back to Roman times, and a mighty fortress guards over the city from the Rhine shore, right at the point where the two rivers meet. From the massive statue of Emperor Wilhelm I, you can see the waters marching. This is called the German Corner, or Deutsches Eck. To the right is the River Rhine, to the left the Moselle, coming in from France. The quay along the Moselle River offers a nice boardwalk and views over the city. From here, you can enter the old town. This whole region is famous and celebrated for its wine festivals, and they are almost all year round. March. Eberlbach Monastery in Eltville holds a high-end luxury wine festival. The tickets are limited. April till July. Throughout these months, many wineries host open houses. You can drive up to them, have a seat, have a taste, and buy your favorite wine. August. Rheingau Wine Festival. This is held over 2 weekends in late August and early September. This takes place in Wiesbaden in Kurpark. Many consider this the highlight of the year, where over 130 wineries showcase their wines. September. The month of September has many festivals. Most famous are Rudesheim, the Hagenboat Festival, which is usually on the 3rd weekend of September. This is a festival with dragon boat races on the River Rhine and wine tasting. Mid-September has the Wiesbaden Winemakers Week. Bars and restaurants offer special menus with regional dishes and the perfect wines to pair. October. This is the harvest month. All along the river, many wineries celebrate the grape harvest with special events. And don't forget November and December, the Christmas markets. Some are already open in November, all through December.